A new film making its debut this week at the Venice Film Festival documents the tensions, preparations, and violence before and during the January 6th insurrection. Homegrown follows three right-wing activists during the 2020 election cycle as they sought to build a right-wing movement they hoped would outlast even a second Donald Trump presidency. Joining me now is the director of the film, Michael Primo. Michael, welcome. So you started the research for this documentary in 2018. You filmed through 2021. First of all, what sparked the idea, and how did you settle on these three men, and how was it received in Venice?
Thank you so much for having me, Alex. It's a pleasure to be here. Listening to the escalation of violent rhetoric following the 2008 election and 2012 election, I was really curious to better understand this sort of growing movement that's losing faith in democracy's ability to protect their interests and are increasingly interested and committed and have demonstrated that they are willing to use violence and the threat of violence to get what they want. And so I wanted to see who these people are from a sort of ground level perspective. And so we set out in 2019 to build relationships and meet people interested in sharing their story and who they are and follow them. We could have never imagined that we would end up where we ended up, but it was quite a ride.
Yeah, we've certainly heard a lot about the violence that many far-right groups expected and then committed ahead of the 2020 election. I want to play a particularly disturbing moment from this film. Here it is, everyone.
We should have tied Antifa to the pole right here in the back.
You tie him like Jesus. Crucify him up there.
Crucify him, tie him up. But tie him up, not nail him.
Yeah, just tape
so
him.
You could
duct tape, bro. Duct tape. Duct tape.
And with no clothes on.
100%.
No clothes.
You have to, but you leave the mask on.
Is this among the scarier things you heard and saw while filming? I mean, are there things you couldn't include in the film Homegrown?
Yeah, I mean, that was a challenge in making the film, is that there was so much talk of violence, just casual violence. And it was so pervasive that we had to sort of pick and choose so we could build a film that was effective at communicating what it was.
It's interesting because the activist that we've most listened to in these clips was sentenced to 12 years while insulting the judge. It is one of the longest prison terms of anyone charged in the insurrection. Have you spoken with him or his family since the sentencing? Have you gotten reaction from anyone that you followed to your film?
We've just premiered on Thursday. No one in the film has seen it yet. Okay. I'm curious to see how they'll react to it. I haven't talked to Chris since he was sentenced, but I was in touch with him while he was in D.C. City Jail awaiting trial, and he was defiant up until the moment of sentencing that he was being railroaded and he was being misrepresented, despite the mountain of video evidence that the Department of Justice presented at trial.
Do these activists, Michael, think that their movement's going to outlast former President Donald Trump? I mean, let's take J.D. Vance, for example. Do you sense the MAGA movement is here for the long haul?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think the MAGA movement, many participants in what is often termed the MAGA movement, self-identify as being part of the Patriot movement. The Patriot movement has its roots in the 1980s. The MAGA expression of this movement is just the latest iteration. And so I do see that there are people like J.D. Vance and other people that are emerging to help carry the mantle. When folks in this movement often talk about how they want to unify America, often what they're talking about is unified conservatives. And so what we've seen with the MAGA movement is they've effectively unified a broad spectrum of conservatives in a way that we haven't seen in a couple decades. And that's really a sign of things to come, I think.
You know, some of your film footage, it captures the chaos, the danger at the Capitol on January 6th. What was it like being there? And did you film inside the Capitol building, too?
It was a wild day. The attack on the U.S. Capitol, it was a an event that was planned largely in public. The call to storm the Capitol was echoed across cable news and in papers and blogs and websites. And so we knew that it was going to happen on that day, but we were absolutely shocked because we could never have imagined it happening the way that it did. We did not make it inside the building. We were just in a tunnel inside the West Terrace. That's as far as we followed Chris getting. And yeah, certainly the day was wild. I think what often isn't reported is the level of also camaraderie among the riders on the day was a surprising aspect that I didn't fully anticipate. And we sort of show this in the film where after the evening of the 6th, they go back to their hotel and are having an after party, barbecuing in the street, sort of celebrating and talking about their exploits of the day.